This was a call we responded to about two teenage boys out too far on kayaks that were reported to be struggling and without life preservers. We used the drone's loudspeaker to instruct the boys to come back into shore. They complied and were in no real danger. This was the polar plunge in February 2020. We used the drone to observe the crowd. The water was quite cold, around 50 degrees, so we had one crew member in the water with a dry suit on, and you can see him here assisting a gentleman whose muscles had locked up. He went under and was in quite a bit of trouble at this point, but our member was able to get to him and help him to shore with no serious injury. After the event, we used the drone to scan the ocean just to make sure that there were no stragglers and that everybody made it back in safely. This is a view of what it looks like with the infrared enabled, and you can see that the DJI drone does a pretty good job of outlining people until they hit the water, at which point the outlines generally go away, but you can still see a strong difference in temperature, so the signature is still there. Much harder to see, but still visible. Since then, DJI has made some changes to their infrared, which has made it far less usable. This is the Brunswick County Sheriff's Marine Patrol boat. This was a call that we received about a child on a unicorn float. You can see the unicorn on the boat here. There was no child on it, so that part of the report was false, but this was some distance offshore, probably the furthest we flew the drone away from shore, and just captured video here of the Marine Patrol boat after he had picked up the raft. We do use the drone for training. So this is some video of our surf launch training from this past summer. The drone lets us get a very unique perspective and angles that we could not get if we were just out, as if we were filming this on the from shore or even from another boat. The angles are interesting and let us analyze what we did right, what we did wrong. We can get the drone real close to the water, just above the tops of the waves, and capture some really interesting and fun video of the group. You can see our former chief here heading out in some pretty rough conditions. So we'll get the drone down nice and low. This is a couple of days before Hurricane Isaias hit, and we're using the drone to film rip currents. The rip currents were very strong here all along the coast, especially here in Oak Island, being a south-facing beach. There were many, many rip currents. And when we were done with this, filming this, we immediately went out and told these folks that you see in the water there right next to the current how dangerous it was, and they moved. After the hurricane, we used it to film damage. We sustained a lot of damage at our station, and you can see the skate park next door to us. Tremendous amount of damage from Hurricane Isaias. And we'd use the drone just to fly around, shoot some video right around our station, but in other places around the island as well. This is a possible oil slick or something that's causing this plume in the water. We flew the drones up and down the coast after Hurricane Isaias looking for cars or anything else that may have been submerged in the water. We covered a substantial part of the island actually with the drones. Found several areas that were of interest, this being the most significant one. We did investigate this for several days, as well as notify the Coast Guard, which came out and helped us. We never did find anything here, but there was clearly something causing this discoloration. This is in the area of the marsh near Davis Canal. You can see the large amount of debris and trash left over after the hurricane. And we were flying the drone here to assist the town with locating large debris piles. We flew up and down Davis Canal itself, looking for anything out of the ordinary, any cars, boats, or other vehicles, large debris that may have been in the canal. There was quite a bit of debris in the canal, some things that were not supposed to be there. But another group did a really good job of cleaning up the marsh. We assisted the Oak Island Fire Department, helped them shoot some promo videos here for some of their own advertising and social media presence. So we went out and shot some video and quite a few stills of their equipment. This was testing the Splash Drone 3 Plus as a possible way for us to drop rescue gear to victims. So here we were testing it with a life jacket weighted down with about 2 or 3 pounds of knives and other gear. This drone did a fantastic job of being able to lift relatively heavy weights and drop it. Unfortunately, this drone suffered serious problems with controllability as well as distance. It just could not be flown as far away as the DJI. It's not even close, only a couple hundred yards, and we would lose signal. But in close, it did prove that a drone can be used to drop rescue gear, just not this drone.